What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Ooh, it's a good song.
It's a good song.
Oh,
I'm
especially
very tired.
last volume there actually was a track called War.
What?
Yeah, that's the quartet song from last volume. That song friggin' slaps. Like, it's on my running playlist. It's yay.
Yeah, so we are at the mid-season finale because after this RWBY goes on hiatus until what, beginning of February, I think?
I think
Late
that's when they
January,
said, yeah.
early February at some point. They're taking a whole last month off, which good.
Allow everybody to
15 fierce.
again, however much time the crew needs, that's fine with me.
Take it, breathe. Who knows, maybe it's animation needs time to catch up because we are doing all sorts of crazy shit this volume and we want to make sure it's perfect. Or maybe it's, we're taking an extended break because we did all sorts of crazy shit this volume. Like, either which way, y'all deserve a break, take care of yourselves, etc.
Yep.
And I say this as someone who's taking a solid week off over the holidays just to kind of lie on the floor and refuse to move.
That sounds great.
Doesn't it though? We're all very exhausted at this point. And yeah, we're going into... When last we left our heroes, there was a Grim Geyser! And it was bad! And things are bad!
Yeah, the Monstra landed on top of Atlas, which the more and more we talk about it, the more I'm like, maybe Atlas should fall. Don't get me wrong, like, evacuate everybody and get everybody in Mantle to a safe distance and everything like that, but everything it stands for... while we were talking about it on the podcast, like the political and financial corruption.
The proletariat should seize the means of production.
Atlas
Absolutely.
should fall.
And it's just one of those, like...
If we can get it to fall without anybody dying in the process, that would be stupendous. But yeah, it should fall.
I feel like
it
that's
sucks.
a pipe dream.
Let me dream then!
Dude, if Ironwood survives this, I will be amazed. Uncertain if I'll be pleased, but I will definitely be amazed.
We shall see. I don't know.
We shall. I
Who
think we're all
knows?
just like,
He might not make it to the end of this episode. There's a lot, like, they're gonna leave us on a crazy cliffhanger. You know that,
of course
right?
they will. If he survives this, by this, I mean this entire whole ass arc, which is going to go through next volume as well. Like, if he makes it out the end of all of this,
I will be surprised.
Absolutely gobsmacked.
Yeah, no.
Just like...
I mean, what we need to sit down and think about, we need to make sure that by the end of this volume, all of the kids are okay. You know.
That's my concern.
Right. Can we
Where's
start,
the baby?
Please?
Is he all right?
Can we start, please, so we can rip the Band-Aid off?
In a minute. First of all, we need to tell you about cookies.
Yeah.
Because cookies are good. Yeah, we're like, here's the thing to make you feel better before everything goes batshit insane. Cookies!
Cookies, yay!
As always, we are sponsored by Fred He Bakes. He does cookies. They are amazing. You should obtain some. It's the holiday season and cookies are wonderful. They probably won't ship in time for the holidays at this point, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't treat yourself, because holidays are stressful and a pandemic is stressful and all of this is stressful, and cookies are really good at just alleviating stress, making you happy. He does brown sugar buddies, which are like a cross between a spice cookie and a molasses cookie and a ginger snap. They're chewy, they're spiced, they're amazing. They're just... I've had these cookies made fresh once, and it was transcendental. So good. If you prefer fall flavors, he has maple brown sugar buddies, which are all of that goodness, but also maple. Highly recommend dunking those in your hot winter drink of choice. Generally spiced cider, but like anything will do. Can you imagine those in a mulled wine or a hot buttered rum?
Ooh, hot buttered rum.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
with a maple spice cookie.
I'm drinking iced chai tea lattes right now, but I was just thinking like how good those maple brown sugar buddies would be with a hot chai tea latte.
Do the stroop waffle thing and just put it on top and let it heat up and then dunk it.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be tasty.
Of course, if you're not a spice cookie person, he also does Big Chip Buddies, which are giant chocolate chip cookies, which are a little more difficult to dip into your drink of choice unless you have like those huge mugs, which A+ if you do, guys. We don't judge. We all need mugs that big sometimes. It's those giant mugs that fit a pot of coffee and those giant wine glasses that fit an entire bottle. Some days that's just what you need. So yes, Obtain cookies. Everything is fresh, never frozen. They are made to order in small batches, and you cannot find them in stores. You can find them at fredhebakes.com. That is 3 words, fredhebakes.com, and you can use coupon code Kia Cookies for 20% off your entire order. fredhebakes.com, coupon code Kia Cookies. Treat yourself. You deserve it.
Cookies for you. Big chip buddies for me. I was going into brownies.
I know, right? I know, right?
I need to readjust. So brown sugar buddies for you, big chip buddies for me, and breads and spreads at a later date.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you know, production has changed a little bit because of the pandemic, but we still have awesome cookies. Thank you, Fred. So.
Yeah. Let's do the thing.
All right.
Let's do the thing. Rip the Band-Aid off, please. I can't take this anymore.
Please.
Come on, man.
Are you gonna let me do the intro?
Yes.
Okay. Volume 8, Episode 7. War. I had to. Click.
Making me wait. Shame on you.
You were doing other things and I wanted to play Overwatch. It was a mistake today.
Oh no, I know. I'm
being a
prior to
shitbird.
recording. I meant like
On camera.
Once we start,
Making you suffer on camera. No, Overwatch today was terrible.
Do you think they'll make their jailbreak before this episode's done?
Maybe that's our cliffhanger.
Maybe.
Because here's the thing. We know the Aesops are off doing whatever. They may try to get Watts to bring back Penny.
What if the reason they're able to escape from jail is because Penny Kool-Aid Mans her way into the jail to spring Watts?
I'm having a full Pirates of the Caribbean, terrible luck, mate, sort of moment. You know, the first movie when it was good.
That movie is good.
That movie is
very, very good.
It's a lot of fun. Just this diorama in the background that's so nice.
What is she gonna do for the rest of the volume? I legit don't know.
I don't know. I figure we're either gonna get a heel turn or she's gonna die. Possibly one right after the other. We don't know.
Yeah, there's no way she stays loyal to Salem. She hasn't. That's never been her deal to begin with. But now
that we've got her backstory.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's either going to be a heel turn and just her doing her own thing, or yeah, she's not going to make it out of this volume.
For Amber Waves of Grimm, I guess.
Oh dear. Oh boy. Hey, it kind of looks like a puma. No, that's a tractor, not a warthog. Ooh, they got mechs.
Yeah, but they also have Watts.
Oh,
15 fucking kids. Oh my god, the guy, you can still see it back there. Hi, guys!
Oh boy.
Are we leaving? Oh no, we're just going for round 2. Oh!
Dope.
That's
dope,
bad.
Dope.
That's bad.
I was hoping we'd see the apathy again.
Oh my god, this is the worst possible scenario.
Dang, look at the scale of that thing.
Oh my god.
So huge.
That's a look.
This is fine. Everything's
Nothing's fine.
Yes, sir. I am evacuating all citizens to the subway. Prepare Mantis Squad Omega and dispatch to every part of Atlas. But, sir. Now! Citizens of Atlas, please proceed to the nearest underground subway stations for shuttle.
Where the apathy will be.
Oh dear.
I worry about her. And that's why. Oh no.
We need to go! We can't get the electrons back up, sir. The generators took too much damage. Don't waste resources on them.
They arrested the kid.
Can't make a dent, sir.
Sir, Penny is still MIA, but we've apprehended our Jelong and Ren.
Stand by for further orders, and don't let those fugitives out of your sight.
Yes, sir. Of course. Still just following orders.
Oh god!
Oh no, this is bad.
It looks incredible.
Where the Grim took Oscar. It's even bigger than I thought. Grim don't take prisoners.
This one did. If you would just let us go.
Ceasefire. Manta squads, concentrate on secondary hostiles. Command is working on a solution for the creature.
What do you have in mind, sir?
We aren't making any progress attacking the thing from the outside, but from the inside, it could be vulnerable. Science team is putting together a bomb. When it's ready, we'll drop it off as close to the target as possible. Then your team will deliver it on foot. Sending you rendezvous coordinates now.
Of course, sir. We will hold the point and we will get it done.
But Oscar's in there.
You can't do this!
You don't have a shield tank. Do you know how hard holding the point is with that?
Whoa. This is lovely. Just the music.
I'm just laughing that I made a shield tank joke and we suddenly get a full Sigma moment. Like, okay.
What is that melody?
Hi, buddy.
Oh, it works on Grim too.
Does it?
Apparently it just did.
That stunt you pulled, she'd have killed you if you didn't just pop up somewhere else.
Jesus.
Still, you can make things easier on yourself.
Why are there meat hooks in the meat?
You've never wondered why she recruited you specifically, to help her find the relics.
We share a vision. She's gonna create a new world order. No kingdoms. And no Huntsman Academies.
No, there's gonna be nothing.
New world order. No. When Salem gets all 4 relics, there will be no worlds left at all. Don't you get it? She's been alive longer than you can comprehend. All she craves now is release. Death.
Stop lying! Salem can't be killed. When he came for me, I killed her over and over again. The longest she was gone was only a few hours. Before she put herself back together. When I couldn't lift my arms anymore, she showed me that through her, I could have the vengeance I needed.
Hazel. Don't you see that is why she came for you? Because she could make you believe that this is what you needed.
This is what you deserve!
Yes, but Oscar, the people of Atlas, Remnant, you haven't done what you've done for justice. You've done it for yourself. Because she pushed you to think it would help you. No. Has it?
Now what am I good for?
Oh, honey. Breaking our hearts, evidently.
How is she? I've done what I can, but she needs a doctor. Hopefully May is able to reach the others. I really hope they're okay. Salem's monster is making Grim faster than the Atlas military can kill them. The city won't stand a chance unless we stop it. It's massive. Way bigger than a Leviathan. What can we even do? Penny launched Amity, and our message went out. Do we just wait for someone to come?
No,
If they even come.
You can't.
Ruby, can you do your magic eye stuff?
How did it all get like this?
I don't know.
Come on, Ruby,
I
do the magic hand thing.
Notice that your
Magic
friends
eye
haven't
thing.
been heard from in a while. Unfortunately, the last thing they're worried about is a couple of kids. Come on, I've got the ship ready to head back in.
What? We can't leave.
It's chaos at the crater. Atlas has its army, but Mantle only has us. People are dying.
People are dying here too. Don't you have family in Atlas?
No. Mantle needed me. And to the Marigolds, that meant I wasn't their son anymore. And I made sure that everyone knew that I wasn't their daughter. So forget it. They've got Henry, yours have Whitney. You get what I'm saying?
Damn,
We stand
Kate.
a queen.
Which side are you on, anyway?
Humanities? Generally?
I've heard that before. There are no sides. We want to help everyone. We're all facing Salem together. And together is the only way we're going to get out of it.
So how exactly do we get out of it?
So long as this world turns, you shall walk in space. That was the curse cast upon her. But if Salem can divide humanity beyond repair, and bring all 4 relics back together, she believes that maybe their curse will be broken. The gods will rule against us and destroy Remnant once and for all.
Nice story. But if Gretchen's death taught me one thing, it was never to trust you.
Please, let me.
But Oscar,
You want him to trust us, then trust me.
Very Miyazaki.
Her name is Jin. You want her to come out of the land? Just say her name. She can still answer one more question.
Oh.
You're just going to give Salem the password?
No,
I
I'm
gave it
giving
to
you the
you.
password. And hoping you'll find the truth for yourself.
He's a prisoner, Em. You'll
And
see
now
what
she
he
has
thinks
it
will get him
too.
out.
So you're still going to back you up? After what I just told you?
Those are Salem's new orders. And I know better than to disobey Salem.
But
Look, even if what he said was true, you can't stop Salem. You told me yourself. Hazel tried. He failed, and he got in line. Big guy's not gonna pick fights he can't win. Neither should we. And all of this is pointless anyway. Salem's not ending the world. Of course she is. You're surprised? Salem is destruction incarnate. Our mistress wishes to see the end of it. There is no ideal more beautiful. If you couldn't see that from the start, you must be out of your mind. Now, come on, Mr. Black. You and I have a date with the desert.
Is that a fucking sloth?
No, I think it was a flying monkey, but I don't
Oh,
know.
you're right. Yep. I just had this moment of hanging upside down looking. Sloth?
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
you can't blow it up with Oscar still in there.
That creature causes more damage every minute. We cannot win.
Please, Winter, give us a chance to try to rescue him first. We could be your test run. You don't know what'll be waiting for you inside, right? So we can go ahead to check it out. And look for Oscar while we're inside.
you want to go inside that thing alone?
Wouldn't you do it for Elm? Harriet? Vine?
Nope, they're my coworkers.
We don't let feelings get in the way of making the right call. Trading 3 lives for 1 is stupid.
No, it's not.
He's our friend. We will do whatever it takes to find him. Because we care about him.
I really had you pegged as the most level-headed of the bunch. But I guess you're just as naive. Feelings don't matter. The job matters. When you lose someone on your team, you move on. Replace them. Like Marrow replaced Tortuga, and Winter replaced...
No one is replaceable.
Oh.
anxious about losing Clover. And you miss him.
You don't know anything about me.
Oh,
Who said
that's
one's aspect?
beautiful.
Holy shit, this is amazing.
He can see their auras.
Oh.
That's why you lost against Team RWBY. You try to fight how you feel about each other, so you'll never truly work as a team.
Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about!
Everyone calm down.
He's gonna be the weapon against the apathy.
Ooh.
Fine. We will drop you as close as we can to the monster. You can't be serious. They're fugitives and traitors. I outrank you. If you run out in time, we drop the payload. No matter what.
We understand.
We can work with this.
Cool. We're going in. Ren would be the best for a stealth mission with the whole
Run, kids, run!
In fact, you don't want to be a part of it at all anymore.
I have a job to do, and I'm going to do it.
I love this so much.
I know you don't either.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Wait, what about Crow and Robin?
Visual
Well, maybe if we get them out of
empathy.
wherever they're
Oh
being
my god,
held,
I
they
love
can
it.
No, see, you just don't get it. This is not a situation where everyone wins. Now you all can come with me to help in Mantle, or I can drop you off near the front lines if you still want to help Atlas. Your uncle and Robin can't save us. We have to choose. So choose.
Hello.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Is that Klein?
Yay!
Miss me. I heard there was a patient here who needed my help.
I'm so sorry, Klein. It's my fault that Father...
Please don't worry my snowflake. It had nothing to do with you. And everything to do with Shock.
I missed him.
Well, that's sweet of you. But wait, how did you know...
Ah, young Whitley, I'm so glad that
Aww.
May I please see the patient? I understand it's urgent.
Yes, she's in Weiss's room. Just go up
I
there.
haven't been gone that long, Dr. Whitley. I believe I can find it.
Aww.
Oh, he did
You
it good.
helped Klein.
That girl needs a doctor. I didn't do it for you.
I know. That's why it means so much to me.
Aww. Sibling hug! Pat, pat.
Oh, I dislike this greatly.
Anyone else?
Is there no peephole in this door?
Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
And that's where we leave it.
Whoa. Amazing. Amazing.
I adore getting the true friggin' scale of Monstra. Like, seeing, like, it genuinely feels like a kaiju sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, it was one thing when we were far away, or even when we were inside of it, but, like, seeing how tiny the airplanes were as they were flying by, and, like, just, yeah, the scope of it. I love how huge it looks.
Just
Way to go, Whitley. Good first step. Good first step, kid.
yeah. Just did you invite anyone else?
Oh boy, that's gonna be bad.
Confirmation from May. My
Yes.
queen.
Yes.
My fucking queen.
Yeah, I saw on, I didn't get any spoilers on Twitter, but I saw on Twitter that Caden was really excited about this episode.
Yeah.
And now I see why.
Yes. Yes.
Fucking
Yes.
bravo. That was excellent.
So good. Giving Hazel the password to be like, no, find your own truth.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess it just depends on whether or not Emerald's gonna beat him to the punch.
Yeah, or whether she'll do it at all, or
Yeah.
whether she'll give it to Cinder.
I don't know. Yeah.
This is,
There's a lot. There's a lot to
It's one
unpack
of
with
those,
that.
like, oh boy.
Bold
Oh,
strategy,
boy.
Cotton.
Let's see how it plays out.
Bold strategy, Oscar. Oh man.
And just like, yeah, pull up Jen and be like, what does Salem really want? And just get the, like, oh. I mean, she's not really lying about the no kingdoms, no huntsman academies things. It's just there won't be anything else either.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the, of course she's going to end the world. And Mercury going, fuck. Damn it. Like, wait a minute. I might have made a mistake. Shit.
Oh boy. Like, yeah. You know, I don't have a ton of sympathy for, certain characters because, like, they made their choices and, like, they are where they are because of those choices. But, like, especially after Cinder's backstory in the last episode, it's one of those things where it's like, maybe a little context would make me a little bit more sympathetic. Mercury his dad was not a good person, and then immediately when that situation escalated, that's when Cinder came along, and then when that situation escalated, that's when Salem came.
So basically, Mercury hasn't had a chance to be. We talked about this when we talk about Whitley. This sort of, they develop like this in this environment, and they are able to change when the environment changes or when they are removed from that environment. And we got proof positive of that in Weiss, especially.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that now with Whitley with more positive influences. And I'm wondering what Mercury would be like removed from this situation.
Yeah. I mean, maybe because of Emerald's compassion, and with the knowledge that Salem is in fact planning on burning everything to the ground, he'll be like, I don't want to go on this field trip with Tyrion anymore.
Just like, we actually are going for the apocalypse here. Shit.
I was down to go on a field trip. I was not down to go on a field trip with Tyrion, and now I'm even less down to go on the field trip with Tyrion, knowing that the apocalypse is what's on the line.
Because the thing is, we've previously had Tyrion go on outings with Watts, and Watts knows how to work with and around Tyrion. They were very good counterbalances to each other. Watts, even though he's in communication, is out of the field trip picture at this point.
Yeah.
And so I would not be surprised if things in Vacuole fall apart, because Mercury's going to have some time to think on the flight over about, wait, she actually does want to end the world, and I'm stuck in a plane with a crazy guy who thinks that that's just the best goddamn thing ever. He doesn't care if the world ends as long as he gets to be there for it and witness it.
Maybe I should leave this criminal organization and go to community college.
Yeah.
Just start out my life.
There's gotta be something else I can do, because goddamn. Yeah, I can honestly
Maybe take up pottery.
I can honestly see that loyalty, knowing that, yeah, she does want the apocalypse and he's super in for it. Like, if he buys that from Tyrion, because also keep in mind that Tyrion is bug nuts.
Yeah.
But if he does buy that, it's given him a good amount of things to think about, because he has just been kind of latching on to the next most powerful person to get power. He's a very angry remora fish. So, realizing that he's latched on to, I don't really have a good metaphor for this because remora fish latch onto sharks all the time, and it's a symbiotic relationship.
It's one of those things that every person that he's partnered up with has let him down in some capacity.
This is also true.
Every mentor, any person he's ever worked for, has let him down in some way, shape, or form. And I didn't think we were going to be talking about Mercury this Considering
that we're actually talking about Mercury and not Emerald mistakenly. Well, because Mercury's been not appearing in this fucking volume until last episode. Yeah. And then this episode, Emerald's still going to him like, hey, we're a partnership, right? And Mercury's like, no, actually this. And Tyrion's like, well, kiddies. Jesus.
BTW, bravo, Josh.
Josh is having the time of his fucking life, all right?
Josh Greeley is killing it as Tyrion. I mean, he always
as much
does.
as Tyrion kills other people.
He always kills it, but like it's just one of those things where Tyrion's been pretty subdued so far this season, and so
we haven't seen much of him.
Any chance we get to see Tyrion like unhinged is just—it's a pleasure to watch.
It's always super fun. So him just being like, gather around, kiddies, it's the apocalypse. It's like, okay.
And
yeah.
Hazel's gonna be interesting too. It's like,
so now it's a question of, because you let that secret out, you never know who's listening, so it's a question of who else has the information now. And it's Emerald, and it might soon be Cinder.
Well,
and it's a whole lot of people who are not loyal. Well, there's exactly one whole ass person here who's loyal to Salem because they love her, and it's Tyrion, and he doesn't have the information, and he's leaving. So now we have a whole lot of people who aren't loyal to Salem because they love her. They aren't loyal to Salem because they care.
It's because they think they can get what they want by working with her.
Or what she's convinced them they want in terms of Hazel. So there's always room for that doubt because the loyalty is built on something unstable and poisonous, really. So the question then becomes, is Salem going to get this information before someone else uses it?
Yeah. The what's interesting too is that Ozpin and Oscar, their aim was to sabotage Salem's attack from the inside. They were doing that with Hazel, trying to convince him, hey, this isn't actually a good thing. What it's going to be interesting is if Emerald ends up being that particular, like totally without them meaning for it to be, is if Emerald is what ends up,
being the spanner in the works.
Exactly. Causing all of these threads to come undone.
And we also have Neo running around in here. Don't forget.
Yeah.
And Neo is not happy with any of y'all doing any of y'all shit.
Nope.
Also, visual confirmation of the apathy on the battlefield. That's the killer. I would take any other Grimm, Jim and Randall included, but the Knucklevi is what will get you. Because they don't have to be next to you. They just have to be...
You just said the Knucklevi is what will get you.
Oh, well, it will, but the apathy will also... It's got 3 syllables. It ends in E.
I've missed the apathy. It's been a while since we've seen them. I'm so glad that it wasn't a metaphor. I'm so happy to see them again.
I mean, honestly, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be in terms of, oh, Jesus, we're all dying. And I honestly think my favorite bit of this was Ren.
Yes!
Yeah, you know me.
It's just awesome.
It's one of the few things we haven't talked about, too. Just after all of this happening, after all of this blowing up and we shouldn't be making decisions and this and that and the other, having that emotional release and then leveling up on the semblance a little and going, wait a minute, I can see other people's feelings, that visual empathy, you guys. And being able to see like, oh no, you're actually really upset and angry that he died. You don't want to do this anymore. Just like, yeah, the reason that we kicked your asses is because we care about each other, and you guys don't want to care about each other, and so you'll just never be as good. Like, this is very much a power... This is a power of friendship story.
Yeah.
Like, it's not power of friendship heals all, but there is a lot of giving a shit about other people will get you further than not.
Yeah.
It's why we have a monster called the apathy that removes your ability to care. It's why we have Jean, where his whole big thing is, I don't do a hell of a lot by myself, but I am really good at helping other people. Like, his whole thing is amplification. And that unlocked when he was about to lose someone he cared about. This whole show,
really good.
it's built on friendship. It's built on caring about people. That's why they're in teams. That's why the goal is to get humanity back together. That's, you know, it ain't perfect, but you can see the themes going here.
Yeah, I am very much in favor of any storytelling where the moral is you have to care. Because in the year of our Lord 2020, it is really easy to not care anymore. And so, but like, caring is the only way we're gonna get through.
The fact that I have been ending videos all year with take care of each other, that's the only way we're gonna get through this, and then hearing RWBY say that almost word for word, it's just like,
thank you.
I'm validated. I'm validated by someone literally half my age, but I am valid and fictional, but I am validated
by that not real person.
I have been validated by Eddie Rivas, Miles Luna, Karen Shaw.
Talking about Ren, I like too that the Aesops, it's not that they don't care about each other, it's their unwillingness to admit that they care about other people, you know?
And Harriet rattling off the name that Marrow replaced.
Yeah. And
Winter replaced. Shut up.
Ooh.
And just, I appreciate, I always kind of love when a real quiet character just goes on a fucking call-out spree. and you, just like, that's amazing. I love it, and I love that it's straight up like, they can't argue with him, because he's right.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
How dare you say something so controversial yet so bold.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that I think the call out is what they needed for sure.
Oh my god,
for
yes.
sure.
It's like, you're allowed to care about each other, and you will be a better team if you do, because it'll actually help your teamwork if you give a flying fuck about the people you're working with.
That's why you lost to a bunch of children.
That's why you lost to Team RWBY, because Team RWBY figured out this care about each other because it makes us better about, well, it's Volume 5?
Probably earlier than that, but yeah.
Well, 5 was when 5 was when Blake kind of pulled together the cannot run from problems, you know, must face things even though it hurts with people I care about. Like,
well, Volume 5 is when Team RWBY got back together.
Yes.
So, yeah. But anyway, this was excellent. The way the Grimm look is absolutely stunning.
15 Fears.
Just that bit with Salem conducting.
I just full on Sigma moment between the piano and the hand movements and I'm just like, the universe is singing for her, and that's not a good thing. Conducting it and just being like, and open the mouth and close the mouth. Like, okay.
You know she's having the time of her life right
now. Oh
now.
my god, yes. She came out to attack people and she's having such a good time.
Oh man.
All according to Kate.
So yeah.
This entire fucking episode, holy shit.
It's going to be very interesting to see where everyone on Salem's team is going to be at by the time this volume wraps up, because I do think that they are going to come unraveled from the inside. I don't know how much that's going to set her back, because like at the end of the day she still has armies of Grimm. But we'll see.
She could lose the one question left in the lamp.
Oh, I think that's a given.
Yeah, that's the stakes here. And I do think, like, honestly, at this point, it's too early to call, because the question is, does Emerald pass the information on to Cinder? Well, what would Cinder do with it?
Here's the thing.
Has Cinder already left with the Hound? That's probably why she went to talk to Mercury, because Cinder was going to go leave with the Hound to find Penny to find the vault.
Yeah.
The house that Jack built.
if Salem loses that last question and she doesn't get to ask where the final relic actually
Where the
is,
beacon relic is.
where that one is, if she doesn't get that question, I mean, they do still have Ozpin. In theory, she could still get that information if she wanted to. So losing the lamp, the final question, isn't the deal breaker. That being said, she still does need to obtain said relics.
And
So-
also losing her enforcer, losing the person that she trusted to get this information.
Yeah.
Or losing Cinder, who has the maiden powers, at least one set.
Yeah.
Though she may not be able, Cinder may not be able to completely rid herself of Salem because she's got that Grim arm, and God knows that might be a homie beacon.
Probably. I would imagine that Salem would know where Cinder is at any given moment based on that.
Cinder might be in too deep.
But yeah.
I really enjoyed this. There were so many moving pieces here, and every single one of them felt necessary. And honestly, aside from the apathy showing up, my biggest oh shit moment was the 2 NPCs in the park. And just, Dad?
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh no.
We gotta go.
Please leave. But also, I worry about, we're sending them into the subways. For one, I worry because the commander that he was talking to was hesitating, and I'm not sure why. And for another, last time we saw the apathy, they were in tunnels under civilization.
Yeah.
I would say one fear, but we've already established that we've got all 15 fears going here, and the 15th one is the show movie itself. So, all 15 fears, all of them.
Ooh, I want to start assigning Grim to the various fears. Ooh.
Well, you know that the little jellyfish ones would be the one with the eye.
Yes.
The Watcher?
The Ceaseless Watcher, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I don't want to give
She does Magnus Archives. I do it by osmosis.
Okay,
so
binge the Magnus Archives. It's ending in March. Binge it so that I can talk to you about it. I'd like to be able to talk to people about it who actually listen to the show, as opposed to me talking at somebody who doesn't have context for it. But anyway.
I'm down for people in the Grim assigning fears to
People in the Grim?
People in the Grim. People in the comments. People in the Grim.
Let's be honest.
So the Hound, basically.
Let's be honest. The YouTube comments section is basically a pool. It's the Grim pool.
The YouTube comment section is the River of Grim, and occasionally it just goes bah into your sanity.
Occasionally, yeah, it does attack you.
That said, I like you guys.
No, you guys are great.
Most of y'all are pretty fucking chill.
That was a
and those of
general
you who
YouTube
aren't
comments.
chill tend to get,
Get yeeted.
Those of you who aren't chill, it tends to be a game of Find the Vegan where I say something and someone gets just real mad about it, and then it's like, oh, found the Trump supporter. Bye.
But
Which,
you would
yeah,
like
if you're a Trump
people-
supporter, fuck off.
If you would like people in the comments section to assign Grim,
Yes. I will not understand the comments. Megan will love them.
I will.
And God help us, we both read the comments. I just get them in my email. Set the video public at 1 a.m., wake up to 45 comments about it's 3 in the morning for me. Why did you do this? And I get to go, why were you up at 3 in the morning your time? It's not my fault.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of a break. That means we've got until beginning of February to sit and stew.
See, I love this though. And I love that we ended it on all of these fun little moving parts. So it's who's going to get to the question first? How far is that information going to disseminate? Who's going to do the
Can
first heel turn? Is
Yang,
anyone
Ren,
gonna
and
do it?
Jean rescue Oscar before
Can you imagine them running into Emerald and Emerald going, he's this way? And I almost said Mercury.
Oh, could you imagine? Emerald has the lamp.
And they show up and she's like, it's not what it looks like.
She's like, he went that way?
Yeah, no, seriously, just yikes. I can definitely see Emerald or potentially even Hazel just going, yeah, he's this way. We're just gonna depending on how things go. Because we pegged Hazel and Emerald as possibly having the heel turns far earlier than this. I want to say as early as, boy, she sure is making flying monkeys down there. Holy shit. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to have either of them run into our team and go, he's over here, I'm just going to show you how to get him out, and then we're just going to...
He's that way, I'm on my way out.
Yeah,
Peace out, kids.
Can I leave with you guys?
Could you give me a ride?
Emerald might not go without Cinder.
I imagine Emerald and Neo are going to be the ones heading out together.
Neo definitely just being like, bye, Felicia, I'm done with this whale.
Neo might bounce just on her own, just be like, gives everybody a quick wave, and then jumps out and floats back down to Mantle.
Just Mary Poppins the fuck out of there.
Peace! I'm out!
Yeah. I like that we have all these moving parts. I like that we have enough for multiple theories, because a month is about enough time for fandom to really dig in deep and really discuss it and build on top of each other. Like, I can't wait for the 20 comment Tumblr posts, you guys. Those are fun. But 1 month is not quite long enough for all of us to go batshit insane.
Yeah.
Like Sherlock fandom did in the 2-year hiatus between... Was it 3 and 4 or was it 2 and 3?
I think it was 2 and 3.
Okay. In the 2-year hiatus before that final season that kind of had everyone going.
I feel so bad about that because I didn't start watching Sherlock until that 3rd season was just about to drop. I had to wait less than 24 hours between getting that season finale and picking it back up. And I can't believe people had to wait 2 years for such a mean-spirited payoff.
Oh, yeah. No, the fandom went completely batshit insane. Like, it has been... There are very few fandoms I've seen rise to that level of utterly bug nuts. Just in terms of the AUs they were spinning off, the rabbit holes, that everything. They were left alone for a little... They were left on the hook for a little too long. So... I think you're a good 1 month hiatus, middle of the season, enough things to play with that we won't get bored or go nuts. Like, this is a good chunk of time to really just dig in and go crazy. And it's going to allow the people who don't watch when it drops for first to be able to watch it and then also join in on the theory crafting. Like, January is going to be a real fun theory crafting month for Rooster Teeth stuff because we get to do stuff for RWBY while we're waiting for it to come back. And also we're going to have Dead Little Roosters, which is nothing but theory crafting.
Try to get to the bottom of that mystery.
Yeah. I don't think we'll be doing videos for Dead Little Roosters, namely because I'm fucking exhausted. Yeah, if anyone wants to fucking commission it, you're welcome to. But I don't think that one's going to be on our roster just as a matter of course.
We're still definitely going to watch it.
Oh, we'll absolutely
really
watch
excited
it,
for it, but yeah, I don't know.
That's not in our recording rotation. That's not planned.
But,
so as y'all knows.
But I'm looking forward to seeing how this season wraps up. And with the hiatus too, it'll actually give me time to like go back and rewatch what we have so far from beginning to end. Yeah. Because usually I watch episodes multiple times, but usually it's like rewatching an episode before we record the podcast, as opposed to like getting to see it as a whole unit.
Yeah.
It's like you can lose the forest for the trees a lot when you do that, where it's like I'm focusing so much on talking about this episode specifically that I mix up character names or terminology or plot points from multiple seasons.
We are all mixing up Emerald and Mercury at this point. It's contagious.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Infected our podcast.
I did. And there's no going back.
That's really funny, though. Just the fact that that we're all doing it now. Like, God bless.
But yeah, it'll be fun to like I said, just go back to the beginning of this season and watch through and be like, okay, this is the chunk we have, as opposed to going through episode by episode and just like zooming in on that episode and then zooming in on the next one. It'll be nice to see what we have so far as a whole, as a significant part. So, yeah, it'll be fun.
All right, so I think before we wrap this one up, because we've been having fun, I do kind of want to just put a pin on, like, yes, I think this is going to happen. Just spin
Throw it
some
out
theories a month
into
in
the
advance.
universe.
And
Yeah.
honestly, it's one of those, we'll do theories now, and then in a month they will either have changed or elaborated greatly, because, again, I'm looking forward to all those crazy theory crafting Tumblr posts. Those are fun! And people going, you still have a Tumblr? I'm like, you bet your ass I have a Tumblr. Where do you think I get all my cat
So,
pictures?
Theory.
I think Emerald is going to get to the lamp before Hazel makes his decision. It's a crapshoot as to whether or not Hazel gives the information to Salem before trying the lamp himself. But I do think that Emerald is going to sneak in and ask her question, whatever that question may be, now that it might be, you know, Cinder's backstory, or it might be what is this, or it might be something to help, but I think Emerald's going to get to it before Hazel does. Just going to throw that out there without telling anyone else that she has that information. And based on what she sees or what her answer is, I think that's what's going to inspire her to get out of Dodge. I also do think that either Hazel or Emerald is going to help with the Oscar jailbreak when the other team shows up. I'll laugh my ass off if it's Neo. Just, I don't even think Neo knows where he's being held, or if she does, she doesn't care. Like, oh, that guy that punched me in the face that one time?
It would be,
I don't care about
funny,
any of
though.
y'all motherfuckers.
It would be funny though. She's making her way out. The kids come in and she does literally just point to where Oscar's at.
Like,
Peace out. That would be a lot of fun. I think that's a solid theory. I think that's a solid prediction, and I think there's enough within what we've gotten so far this season for all of that to be not only extremely plausible but extremely likely to happen.
my one thing that I'm wondering is, does Ren's semblance, the ability to dampen other people's emotions and his own, would that make him invisible to our jellyfish Grimm? We don't know if they're actually sight-based or if they are just information conduits. We don't really know that much about them, aside from the fact that they can and will kill a man on orders.
Emerald felt concerned enough to use her semblance to conceal herself in front of it, which, as several people have pointed out in our comments section, Emerald's ability is more mind-focused than it is sight-focused, which implies a certain level of intelligence for the jellyfish Grimm.
I mean, all of the Grimm have a certain level of intelligence.
But, I mean, she felt...
Sentient, not sapient. The Hound is probably sapient, and that's terrifying. The Hound is probably sapient, and that's terrifying.
No, she felt concerned enough to use her semblance to get around it. So I think that's a fair assessment.
The question, again, the question is whether or not these things are sight-based and able to pick things up visually.
But like I said, she felt concerned enough about it to conceal herself.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
My guess would be yes, but who's to say?
You work with what you got.
I can't wait till we get more from the Hound. Honestly, given where that, like, it seems like all of, pretty much everybody on Team Villain is kind of at a crossroads. They're all potentially at their own various turning points.
Except Tyrion.
Yeah, except Tyrion and except Watts. Like, neither of them are gonna switch teams anytime soon. But, like, Mercury, Emerald, Neo, and Cinder, and Hazel are all at potential turning points. And it's so weird to say, but I'm genuinely interested in seeing what choices they're going to make.
Yes! And that's... Again, Tyrion is kind of a one-note character, and there is nothing wrong with having... There's nothing wrong with having a static character. I know everyone's like, oh, they have to have development, they have to have an arc. I'm like, no. Sometimes you really just need someone who just fills that role. And you know what? That's okay. So that's what Tyrion does, and that's one of the reasons he's not at a crossroads. He's just unfailingly loyal to Salem, because she's like, how about destruction? And he's like, holy shit, yes. So
It's like, oh my god, I love you.
like yes,
Literally, yes, queen.
it really is. Oh my god, I love it. Unwavering loyalty, and again, nothing wrong with having a one-note character. But we have made RWBY,
The royal we.
royal we, everyone. RWBY has given us a group of villains who, again, with one or two exceptions, are incredibly complex characters. We know enough about how they act, how they think, their backstories, etc., to be able to look at this and go, okay, this development makes sense. And there's multiple ways that this could happen that are all in line with what we know about them. And that's fascinating because oftentimes you get one-note villains, you get pure evil, you get whatever. And again, that's okay for the story.
Yeah.
It removes some of the nuance, but you have nuance in other places, whatever. The fact that we don't just have one villain where, okay, we've got a character arc, we can maybe see them. The fact that we're looking at 3 or 4 people and going, well, shit, they could all turn at various points for various reasons, and any one of them would be 100% believable. Fucking amazing story crafting.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. That is difficult to do.
Yeah, no. Ensemble casts are tough. I do another podcast where, you know, it's a huge ensemble cast for the
It's
show
lost.
that we talk about.
You can tell them
Yeah.
it's lost. They know it's lost. Hi,
And
guys.
part of the difficulty for the, you know, to give the writing team for that show some credit, like, it's a tough balancing act, trying to figure out what to do with so many characters. And RWBY has always had an abundance of characters. Some we would like to see more of, and that's almost a problem with RWBY is they'll give us a smaller character, but like the design aesthetic is so good and their personality is so fun and the little details that bring them to life are so interesting that, like, even though they're only around for a little bit, we're like, no, come back.
You say that like I wouldn't kill a man to have a mini-series of Muffet's fucking crime syndicate. I would watch that.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's enough personality, design choice, all the things I literally just said, where it's like, oh, I would like to see more from this person. And so RWBY has created a very large ensemble cast. And even if you like pared all that stuff down, Jean's team and RWBY's team alone, that's like 8 characters still. That's still a decent amount of central characters.
Yeah.
That's not counting all the peripheral characters around them. So yeah, RWBY has a large ensemble. And that's tough. That's tough to balance. So again, just bravo.
This episode alone, I want to say 20, 25 unique characters.
Yeah. Easily, because we got Ironwood, we got the Aesops, we had Winter, we had Team RWBY, we have Weiss's family, we had Klein, we had Penny, we had
the villains.
Yeah, we had all the
We had
villains.
pretty much all of the villains except for Cinder.
Yeah.
And Watts, but, whatever, hanging out with the jailbirds.
But yeah. So there's a lot of characters there's a lot going on, and there are a lot of characters to try to balance, so like,
But
kudos to this show.
They've done so much. Like, Whitley doesn't have a lot of screen time. Let's be real. But the way they've used what he does have, we look at this and we go, oh no, this is believable. Because again, environmental change, better influences, etc. And then just
Also, his dad went to jail last night.
Yeah.
Basically.
Dad went to jail last night because Mom helped out. And I feel like that's a big part of it. If Dad had been sent to jail because of external forces only, I don't think much would have changed. But Mom helped out, and Big Sis was the catalyst for it. And it's just like, oh, So yeah, there's
He's had a tough night. Like, they start hosting a party, then his dad got arrested, and like he got a bunch of stuff like dumped on him during the party, and had to, and like as he's cleaning himself up,
he's like,
his dad
this
gets
is
arrested.
the worst part of my night, and then he comes down in fresh clothes, and dad's arrested, and then
And
there's
Mom
a grim
locks
attack,
herself in her
and then
room.
there's just like,
His sister becomes a wanted fugitive.
yeah, it's just a whole lot of, what the fuck? What the fuck?
And just seeing him watch the broadcast, the pre-recorded broadcast that RWBY did, and seeing him just like sit on the outside of the room and just like listening in and, you know, things like that.
But also seeing, you know, we didn't see him watch the broadcast of the Grim Geyser, but you know he saw it.
Yeah,
you know
clearly.
he was watching.
So yeah,
It's And then
Go ahead.
having Klein come back. Klein has had very, very little screen time, but immediately all of us just like, we missed you!
Also, J. Michael Tatum, I don't know if I've said this before, like, when talking about RWBY specifically, but hot damn, that man has range.
Oh,
Just, like, doing I think it was even only 3 or 4 different character voices here for this one character, but, like, he nailed them. And they all came across as different character voices.
It's like,
so
it's still
well
the
played.
same person, so you have to kind of have that in there, but also just the unique everything. So it's like, oh yeah, this is all still Klein. It's just a matter of which one this is right now.
Yeah, no, and it's, again, just kudos to the voice acting all the way around, because there were some friggin' fantastic performances in this one. Kaden in particular, absolutely excellent. But yeah, every actor in this show knocked it out of the park for this episode. So bravo again.
Just
That's what I keep
lies on floor.
That's what I keep coming back to. Just fucking bravo. This was fantastic.
This was an amazing episode. Like, well done, RWBY and everyone involved. Just damn, y'all. Theory crafting. Well, yes, those were my theories. You had your theory, yes?
I don't know. I've been throwing out a lot of stuff.
Well, the one I said in was that Mercury was going to be the one to use the question, and that either Mercury or Hazel. Motherfucker!
Sorry. Let's wrap up before I trip
Emerald.
you up some more.
I'm already done. That Emerald or Hazel would be the ones to help with the jailbreak, and possibly that Osmond and or Oscar would be like, we're not going.
I mean, we still have it. It hasn't happened yet, but I do think a fight with Penny, you know, between RWBY,
yeah.
that's definitely still in the cards. I think it's an inevitability at this point. It just hasn't happened yet. But yeah, no, there's a lot, but we've talked a lot about it in the past. We talked a lot about it on our podcast, so I think I'm ready to begin the hiatus with some deep breathing.
Take a deep breath. Scream it out. Take another deep breath. More screaming.
No, I'm gonna hurt my throat.
This is how we go. Deep breath.
From the diaphragm. You have to project from the diaphragm.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @themenguin. That's TheMenguin. We also have a YouTube channel called Silver Screams, where Katie and I talk about horror things on occasion. Right now, I think during the hiatus for RWBY, we'll probably be talking about Attack on Titan. So that'll be exciting. Because it's the final season of Attack on Titan, so that's cool.
Final season.
I was trying to go into but anyway, so there's that. And also, as I mentioned before, I have a Lost retrospective podcast called No Love Lost, where my co-host Wellink loves Lost, and I don't, and we talk about it. Except for the episodes that are really good, in which I can't lie, I do like those. We're gonna be talking about The Constant soon, so whoo boy.
That's the one where everyone's just like,
Yeah, that one makes it onto a bunch of people's like best TV episodes of all time list.
from Lost.
Yeah, I don't mean just for Lost, like in terms of like a top 10
no, I
episode.
know, yeah.
Like straight up one of the best episodes of television ever, which I think is interesting because I hate season 4. So it's like, how did such a good episode come out of such a crappy season?
Because that's where they put all the quality. Look at that one episode.
the constant sucked all the goodness out of the rest of that season.
There can only be one.
The time travel caused a black hole of quality. It just sucked in all the quality. I have no
And
idea.
the constant is the event horizon of that.
I have not watched season 4 since it initially aired, so we'll see. Anyway, it's gonna be a wild ride. So check that out if that's your thing.
And I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias and on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. If you want to, yes.
Podcast
Woo!
on the point.
I did, yes. It's an Overwatch and Overwatch League podcast, and we're currently on hiatus because the league is on hiatus, but I've been watching a lot of contenders. And let me tell you, when there's a player named Sigma who plays Tracer, that hecks me up. I had a hard time following the thread of that conversation. Are you okay? I'm not, but are you?
If you want to,
Yes. Fuck. And if you want to hear me just completely lose it doing the intro to a podcast, I almost said on the point, which is not.
you do a different podcast.
Yes, with your ass. And other people. Rooster Team Radio. We talk about these episodes in more depth with some more sanity, kind of, but really just
Depends
with a
on
little
the
more
day,
time
honestly.
to percolate. Yeah, no. We had a recent episode where you asked me my opinion and I went, shit. And that was, that's how we started the episode. With just a blue screen. It was great. So, you know, check out Rooster Team Radio. It is on all of your podcasting services. Follow us on the Rooster Team. We have a Discord server. We have a TeePublic, which is where I got this great little shirt that says, I hate the ships you like. I love it.
Pretty fantastic.
And some other really fun shit on that TeePublic. I'm particularly fond of Media Has Ruined Me. God bless Stacy. That came from, I don't remember what one of us said to trigger that, but that was her going, Media has ruined me.
No, I think it was for Ruby, and she
Sure,
just,
it was for Ruby. But one of us said something.
I think it was just like I came up with a discussion topic, and I don't remember if it was shipping or if it was just a particular plot point. But I was like, let's start with Stacy, and she's like, media has ruined me, and I was just like, I don't have anything to say to that other than it's true. It's ruined all of us.
And I put that on a shirt, and like, lo and behold, we put it on a shirt, along with a few other things. Good stuff. Yeah. If you want to support this channel, for one, please do not feel obligated. We have day jobs. We're doing just fine. But if you would like to support this channel, we have a... I had a moment where I like, what's it called? And I cycled through Ko-fi, TeePublic, Rooster Teeth. None of those things. We have a Patreon.
We do have a Ko-fi, though.
We do have a Ko-fi. If you want to throw a couple bucks our way, we have a Patreon. If you want Rooster Teeth content early, and we do commissions, not requests, commissions. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there that Dead Little Roosters is commissionable under what we have on our guidelines. We're not going to do it as just a normal... Like, that's not in our normal recording schedule, but if any of y'all really feel the need to commission that, like...
We're tired.
It's commissionable, so... You know, we do commissions, not requests, commissions. And, of course, supporting our sponsor supports us, so head to fredhebakes.com, use coupon code KIACookies for 20% off your entire order. Do that. Cookies are good. I think I need one because my sanity meter is low, and obviously cookies restore your
I was
sanity
gonna
meter.
say, is that your sanity meter or your blood sugar?
6 of one, half a dozen of the other, honestly.
Because if like cookies are the cure, it might not be sanity, it might be a blood sugar thing.
I think I'm just coming down from that caffeine high.
That's fair.
Yes, yes. Hit all the little buttons to tell YouTube that you like us, because that's great, because they look at a month-long hiatus and they go, what the fuck are you doing, channel? And we're like, we're breathing. And they're like, no, you're not.
Like, subscribe, ding.
Yes, that. And of course, we end with the important things. Wear a mask. Wear a mask. Wear a mask. Wear a mask. You can get them at the TeePublic store with all sorts of fun designs on them. Wear a fucking mask. Anytime you walk outside the door, I don't care if you're checking the mail or just walking from your door to your parking garage or walking your dog or whatever, anytime you go outside the door, you wear a mask. You cannot account for other people's movements, you cannot account for other people's decisions, but you can account for your own. Wearing a mask helps you a little bit and helps other people a lot, and that is literally the point, so wear a mask. You can get really cute masks pretty much fucking everywhere at this point, so you have no excuse. Obtain a mask, wear a mask, be safe. Support your essential workers, be kind to your essential workers. They don't get the option to stay home even when we're in lockdown because of shenanigans. So, be kind to them. Shit's very stressful. Be kind to your postal workers. They are massively backed up because of shenanigans. And also everyone is mailing things because we're not leaving the house, because we shouldn't. So, be kind, be patient, support them. They're doing their damn best to help you out, so chill. Yes, Black Lives Matter, Black Trans Lives Matter, Black LGBTQIA Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. That has not changed. That's not going to change. Black Lives Matter. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. Like 32 days at the time of this recording, right? Something like that. We're close. Thank you for voting. If you're in Georgia, we're going to need you to do it again. Early voting is open now for Georgia for the runoff election. So if you are in Georgia, please, please, please do the thing. We need you to do the thing. Thank you. Thank you for voting. And like I said earlier, if you're a Trump supporter, you can fuck right off. You can just go. Because he's made it very, very clear that people like me on the LGBTQI spectrum and people of color and people who generally aren't cis, straight, white, and rich, generally he thinks they don't really deserve rights. And, you know, if you're supporting him, either you agree with that or it's not a deal breaker. And I'm not here for that hatred, and I am not here for that destructive apathy. So if you're a Trump supporter, unsubscribe, fuck off, just leave. Just leave.
The only apathy we like are the fictional monster kind.
I'm not even fond of them. They're scary
Oh, but I love them.
Yes. That is the only acceptable apathy, is the fictional grim apathy. The rest of that is just like...
Real world apathy sucks and can fuck right off.
Yeah, so if you're a Trump supporter, bye-bye. Everyone else, hi, welcome, we love you. Wear a mask, 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 goddammit. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other, because that's the only way we're going to get through this. And remember that we love you. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
A whole ass month.
Wanna watch it again?
Yes.